Hello, hello. How's it going, the internet? Anybody here yet to chat to me or anything like that? Let's put it on all chat. Lucas Peterson, he is like you're like the stream MVP. You're always there, straight away. You're on it. It's always weird starting a stream. You're like, hello, welcome to my stream, but no one's in the chat yet. No one's even watching. So you just do this first bit where you're like talking to nobody, and then it's a bit awkward. It's just a strange thing to start. Anyway, we're here. This is Rage 2. I thought we'd give it a go. What? That's weird. Why does down go from new game to store? Why can't I go into load game? I guess I don't have a game. Why can't I go friends? I guess I haven't started. Anyway, I'm being silly. Let's just go to the settings just quickly. Make sure the graphics auto detect. Perfect. 1080p. Great. Monitor 0. Soft VSync. Only allow tearing when performance is low. Cool. I like the sound of that. Sounds good. Motion blur. Disabling this may reduce motion. Motion blur generally looks pretty bad. We'll leave it on for now. Okay, cool. And then I guess let me just put the subtitles on because it's a stream. Where are you, subtitles? Where are you, subtitles? That's video settings. General settings. Subtitles on. Okay, cool. Oh, hello. Thank you, Zelinki, who's given me $5 Canadian. I was in your neck of the woods a little while back. It's Vancouver. Went up top of a mountain. It was lovely. So we're going to go on normal. This is Rage 2. It's I played and possibly even finished Rage 1. Quite enjoyed it. It was all right. What's happened to my subtitles? I guess when I said did I say subtitles on? I thought I said subtitles on, but I guess I was lied to. Or maybe I did it wrong. I don't know. Anyway. There they are. They just popped up. So what happened to the first words? They didn't deserve to be subtitled. Never mind. They're very small subtitles. Have these guys not watched Game Maker's Toolkit? Designing for Disability, also known as the best accessibility series on the internet. I don't know. So I guess that guy's a bad guy. He's kind of giving me a bad guy vibe. Apparently it's the Eurovision is on there, maybe? I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to this. Okay, General Cross. He sounds a bit cross. He's a bit angry. Yes, such hubris. So Rage. If you didn't play Rage, it was a post-apocalyptic shooter thing. It had like this cool, like boomerang weapon you could like throw at people. I remember. It had like racy bits, like as in cars, not like nude women and stuff. Did it have those? I don't think so. And it was okay, right? It was okay. It felt like a sort of very low rent sort of Borderlands or Fallout or whatever. That guy is. He looks like a crash test dummy or something. He's not got. He's like Iron Man from like Poundland or something. I have a feeling he might be like a bad guy. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I feel like he might be a bad guy. He's called General Cross. Just getting this bad guy vibe. Should I skip this? Yeah. I'm like already over that. Okay. Male wall rat. Okay, so I can be a lady's or I can be a man's. I'm gonna be a lady. Even though she kind of looks like she just looks kind of old, but that's okay.
It's go time, right?
It's go time, yes. She's got a young lady's voice. Right, here we are. Ooh, yeah, it's going to be a bit that already. Wing stick. Yes, that was the thing that is like cool. it's some kind of boomerangy weapon. Is that it? Yeah, that's the thing. I remember this from Rage 1 many moons ago. Xbox 360 era. Hello, bang. I could have done that. I'm not in the game yet.
Come on, Lily, that was my kill.
That's exactly. My character's name is literally Female Wool Rat.
Thing I ever had to family.
I'm not crazy
Here
about
in
that.
Vineland,
Not crazy about
raised by
that.
her drill sergeant of a mother. Me? I'm an orphan. I don't have a mother.
Okie dokie.
But there's plenty more where that came from.
It's very red.
Telling you, this is the big one.
All right.
So this one is made. Is this one made by id as well? Because like, I remember like Rage 1 was like, oh, you move very fast this game. John Carmack's baby, wasn't it? Whoa! I guess I'll shoot that guy. He kind of just stood there and let me shot him. That's fine. Use zipline. So I think this one is open world. I don't really know very much about this game at all, to be honest. It just sort of came out. I mean, I knew it was sort of coming for a while.
Gonna be hard to keep score.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is id. Id and Avalanche Software. Okay, weird. So people who made like Just Cause. That's kind of cool. Okay. So how do I use the wing, the boomerang? Ah, pick up Feltrite cells from fallen enemies to regenerate health. Keep in mind that Feltrite cells are highly unstable though and will dissolve if not picked up quickly enough. Okie dokies. Are you a bad guy? Oh, this gun's actually like semi-automatic. I got a semi-automatic. If you're taking a lot of damage, use a health infusion to regain vitality. On it, boss. I haven't taken any damage. I'm too good. I'm an elite gamer. I'm like PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye rolled into one. I'm the best. This guy's a biggie. Oh, hello. Can I do that? He's kind of cool. Yelling. Oh. Okay, grenade in the mouth. Classic. Oh, head off. Heads up, mate. And there's a lot of blood. Gross.
So much for Ranger Jersey.
He's
Well.
not gonna defib out of that.
No, he's dead. Can I take his gun?
I'm taking that armor.
If you're gonna do it,
I mean, it's got a lot of blood on it. And it's kind of gross looking.
shit.
But
Mom's gonna skin you alive.
I'll take it nonetheless.
Ranger here.
Can I get that gun? Unamused Clerk says
Yeah,
Mark was in Malmo. When? I was in Malmo last week. I was speaking at Malmo University on behalf of Game Habitat, which is sometimes called Dev Hub. I'm not quite sure what. It's like a collective, like a bunch of indie game devs sort of work in the same office. It's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so they invited me out and I had a little chat to them about stuff. Right, so we can... right, these are my weapons. Right, cool, classic.
On my way.
And, yeah, it's fun. Sweden in general, or at least what I've seen of it in Malmo, very chill. Tap throw wind stick. Okay. That didn't do very much. Yeah, very chill, very just... Everyone's just like having a nice, easygoing time there. Compared to places like London and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, good times in Malmo. Shooting feels quite good. Not bad. Not bad. You know, something that bums me out is most open world games have a very like linear tutorial, right? Where it's like you're basically just sort of playing Call of Duty right now. But as far as I understand it, this game is open world. This game is gonna do a Just Cause at some point, and I can go anywhere. But this tutorial was just like, if you didn't know it, you'd think you're just playing the most linear game in the world. Obviously, the game that did it good was Breath of the Wild, which gave you a miniature open world in the middle of the open world.
Jealous, Lily?
And yeah, and then sort of let you take the tutorials out of order and stuff like that, and was kind of trained you in for what the rest of the game was going to be like. Much better than this, which is not telling me much. It's like follow tutorials. Now, obviously, I don't know much about this game. Focus. Hold LB to focus and highlight enemies and objects of tactical importance. Using focus also attracts nearby Feltrite. So I hold focus, it's detective vision. Got it. Oh, those are good guys. Oh, I see. Alright. I like the hot pink. I like the magenta stuff. Like, why is everything pink? It's like Far Cry New Dawn. I played a bit of that. That's very pink. I don't think I've taken like any damage. Pistol rounds. Nice. My favourite. Oh, I just took some damage. No, I didn't. I still got 100. Have you ever played a game where you shoot a red barrel and it explodes? Why are people saying the stream's ended? It's definitely not ended. Is it like lagging out a little bit? I don't know. I've got on pretty low settings. Walkers, they're inbound. Mark, can you do a how to write a game story episode? Not really my bag. It's something I'd like to maybe look at one day, but I'm not like a big story guy in games. Sometimes, like, you know, if a story's like, I read a good quote the other day. It was from Cory Barlog, right, who did the new God of War game, and he said that his philosophy for game stories is simple stories, complicated characters. I thought that's pretty good. That's an interesting way to go, because you get a lot of stories where it's like so much lore and all these complex things happening and like a million turnaround and all this sort of stuff, and it's just like hard to keep up with it and it's boring. But like some of the best games, in my personal opinion, are things like, say, Uncharted 4, hold on, kill enemies in succession to charge overdrive. You activate overdrive pressing L and R. Yeah, like things like Uncharted 4, which, you know, very simple story, just like sort of simple, basic adventure MacGuffin stuff. But there's lots of like character drama with, you know, brothers and wives and all this sort of stuff, and the relationships and things are like the most interesting part of that. So yeah, simple story, complex characters is maybe a way to go. I like the sound of that. But yeah, anyway, story is something I'd like to touch on maybe one day, but I feel like it's just like a whole other thing than game design. I talked a little bit about like stories, in terms of how, like, I talk about like how the stories are told, not what the stories are themselves. So things like ODST and systemic storytelling and things like that. Anyway, let me look at the chat again. Someone just said the worst thing in the chat ever, and I'm not going to read it. Do you feel like story is taking over too much in games? No, I'd say I feel like there's enough options out there where it's like sometimes you can play something that's like super gamey, right? You play something like Slay the Spire or Sekiro, right? Or Sekiro, whatever. You know, Baba Is You, these games are super gamey. Or you can go something that's like super narrative, and there's like Firewatch and whatnot, and there's things in the middle as well. I feel like there's enough out there. Sometimes you do get a game where you're like, I kind of just want to play this and it's just giving me loads of story, like this. Because a lot of stories in games are kind of just a bit bad, right? So this you know, this stuff, it's not interesting at all. Mark, Kilroy No Brain says, Mark, what parts do you have on your rig? Well, it's a little bit outdated at this point, to be honest. I got it like a few years ago now. It's a GeForce, I think it's a 1070 maybe. And I don't really remember. It's a few years out of date, but this is running real nice. This is running 60 FPS. It's looking pretty good. It's looking nice. So I can run most stuff at like pretty high res. And I think the benefit I've got is that I'm not into like 4K yet, because it's like pain in the ass with capturing, so I just stick to 1080p. So then you can run like stuff real good at 1080p. Lazy Rock has done a super chat. If you don't know, a super chat is when you pay me to read your comment. He says, have you heard of the puzzle game, or she, have you heard the new puzzle game Baba Is You? Yes, I love Baba Is You, it's fantastic. I've been playing it with my fiance. It's very brain intensive. We could only play like a few puzzles at a time. And so we've both been a bit knackered with different things, so we haven't had a lot of chance to play it recently. But it's very cool. So Baba Is You, if you have not seen it, is a puzzle game where you change the rules. The rules of the puzzle are kind of written in the level. So it might say like, rock is move, and then so rocks move around, and then you can change that to like rock is you, and now you move the rock. You're sort of fundamentally changing the rules of the puzzle. It follows a lot of the puzzle design stuff that I talked about in my What Makes a Good Puzzle video. So it's I'm trying to figure out how to do a video on it. I had a quick chat to RV Taikari, I think his name is, the guy who made the game. We had a quick chat about how he did some of the levels, and right now I'm trying to figure out what's like a good angle, because a lot of the stuff I want to talk about are things I already talked about in the video already in the What Makes a Good Puzzle Game video. Anyway. Omri Orgard says, is this really Rage? Besides the monsters, it doesn't really feel Rage. I agree with that. It kind of feels more like Wolfenstein, if you ask me. Although, like, more dumb. What is that guy's character design? But yeah, a bit more Wolfenstein. LEG Jesus says, cheers on your engagement. Thank you very much. Yes. It's been a few weeks now. No, a couple months. I don't know. Yeah, a month and a bit. But still is amazing.
We can jumpstart this.
Can I skip this, please? This is so boring. Okay, here we go. Right. Let's go. I'm finding, 2019 has not been very good for big video games. You got a few good ones where they've got good scores, right? You got, Sekiro, Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, Apex Legends, I guess, right? So these are all games that have got pretty high scores. None of which of those games I'm particularly enamored by. Oh, Resident Evil 2, I did like a lot. But then there's just been like a bunch of just like real like low scoring stuff. Like Crackdown 3 was just a bit of a disaster. Anthem just like came out like a wet fart. And there was also like Days Gone. Ugh, I can't stand that game. And then this. And there's like Far Cry New Dawn. Like everything's just been a bit of a damp squib. It's good indie stuff. Baba Is You, Slay the Spire. But yeah, this. I'm just kind of playing a lot of these games recently. I'm just sort of like vaguely paying attention to them, and just sort of, it's just not really doing anything for me. Now here's the thing though. Jury_1 says, isn't Spelunky 2 about to come out? You're right. Yes. And Alistair Tripping says, still got Doom Eternal to look forward to, mate. Yes. Also, very excited. There's stuff on the horizon. I'm not discounting 2019 just yet. Yes, Spelunky, I can't believe that Spelunky 2 is a thing that exists. That is bonkers. A while back, I thought to myself, like, what is the sequel that could come out that would blow my brains, right? And I was like, I guess Spelunky 2, like, laughing because like indie game sequels don't really happen very much, and then yet it did. Spelunky 2. I've been watching the trailer a fair bit, and boy, looks beautiful. Riding on a turkey. Ooh, Zelinki donates $2. Thank you. And says, have you ever tried the indie game Rain World? I have given it a go. I wish I could like it more, because I do like. So Rain World, if you don't know, is a Metroidvania where you're like a cat and it's like raining, and it's got like amazing AI with other enemies and stuff. It's like a game where you don't really know. It doesn't tell you how it works. You've really got to figure it out for yourself. And I do like that in games. Like I like it in things like The Witness and Dark Souls and games like that. But there's a couple games I've played like Rain World and Below, which came out somewhat recently, which I felt were just like a bit too far. Right, so arcs are extremely valuable and can contain both arc weapons and nanotrite abilities. Search for arcs across the wasteland to become more powerful. Approach the arc, face the door, and use focus by holding LB to open it up. Okie dokies. Arc 4108. Is this like a Fallout shelter thing? Kanish Nishar says, has the high hit and miss rate of AAA games been a modern phenomenon? I mean, I guess so.
So I just
It's
stick my
just,
hand into the
it's weird to have games like Crackdown 3 and Anthem that have got such, stick hand into Strange Hole, they've got like such bad reviews, like just AAA games come out to just absolute
Welcome to the simulation chamber. In here,
terrible reaction.
in the use of your arc weapons and any ID accessories.
ID accessories, like id software.
Have successfully installed
What was that weird LB? Yeah, I know, people are still like weirded out that I use a controller. I mean, do you replay? Oh, hold on, here you go. Mike Ryan says, activate by pressing LB. LB to dash. Dash.
Again, please.
Yeah, he's asked if I've finished Doom 2016 yet, and I did finally finish it. Yes, I got into it a few weeks back or whatever, and yeah, I stand by what I say. I think the pacing is a little bit off. Oh, I've got to dodge these rockets. But it is real good. I'm looking very much forward to Doom Eternal. Boy, this oops,
Try again.
I got blown up. This I think a good video I need to do is like, how do you start a game, right? How do you kick a game off? Like, this is so boring. Thinking things like, you know, God of War, when they you know, all the PS2 ones where they start off with like a massive boss fight. You know, Breath of the Wild, it's got a really good tutorial, but like this is like dash 3 times, like Christ.
my arm.
I feel like I've just done a bunch of streams where I've played really boring games. Last time I did Days Gone. I haven't really played any more of it since I stopped doing that. Since I finished that stream. A little bit, but I don't know. I need to like... I'm in a bit of a gaming funk. Nothing's really doing it for me. Been kind of enjoying Heaven's Vault. Anyway, let me just read these ones. So, people saying Doom 2016's got a very good start. I agree. Yeah. Skyrim. I don't know. I didn't really like Skyrim's tutorial that much. I think it's kind of a bit... Because it's another one of these like open world games, but then you have to do this very specific thing, and it's like... And I feel like Skyrim's one of those games you kind of like start again a lot, and then you have to go through that rigmarole. And there's like a difficult thing of like... Something like... you know, like Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Wind Waker, like the 3D Zelda games before Breath of the Wild. They have these very long, drawn-out tutorials. But the thing is when you first play those games, it's been, you know, years since you last played a Zelda game, and it's exciting, and it's like, I'm like into, like, just having that slow, where do I go? That slow start, introduce the world, introduce the characters, is nice. But then you replay Zelda, and less fun. But I think there's a pretty good way of doing that, of just being like, hey, if you've already played Zelda before, you could just skip it, you know. But anyway, Red Dead Redemption 2, very slow, that intro. Like, I felt like I was playing that game for hours before I got into it at all. Titanfall 2 intro, good tutorial. Yeah, kind of kicks off with a bit of a bang. Super Mario 64, yeah, pretty good. Start you in that like hub world, and you can just like mess around with the controls for a bit. The objective here is just listen to audio log. Metal Gear Rising, oh yeah, kind of kicks off with a bang. Yeah, that's a good way of going about it. One in the comments, sorry I missed the chat, said, will I ever do a video about marketing your game? And funnily enough, that's what the next video is about. Not marketing in general, but this is like one aspect of marketing. I'll do a little tease. So it's like not going to be about game design, I guess. It's like game marketing. But I think it's very cool, and I'm looking forward to getting out there. This is the most boring tutorial ever. Minecraft has the best start. I mean, it fits the world of Minecraft. Like you could imagine like a Minecraft thing where it's like,
So what you got?
welcome to Minecraft. Here's how blocks work. But instead, it's just like you got to figure this out yourself, and you're going to die a lot. I don't know. It's hard. Minecraft's a very hard game to make a tutorial for. Hey, is that Mark's face? He looks really young, lol. I'll take it. It's better to look young than old, to be honest. Welcome to the project screen. Here you are able to purchase... Hold on, sorry, I need to read this properly. Welcome to the projects screen. Here you are able to purchase project using project points that you have earned. Project give you a large variety of benefits. At the moment, you only have access to Lily's basic projects, so let's head over there. So it's a skill tree. You've told me projects. It's a skill tree. The first project that you can purchase unlocks the Vehicles menu. It will also reward you with your own combat vehicle, the Phoenix. The Vehicles menu gives access to vehicle upgrades and blah 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 blah. So, cool. It's a skill tree. John Marshall, Lusum Hager, Dr. Kavizia. So, what did I actually unlock? Unlock the Vehicles menu and the Phoenix. Hooray! Let's view it in the garage. Not enough cash. Need $10. I am poor. You guys better give me some super chats so I can afford upgrading my car. The Ranger.
Gotta go.
How would you rate this start on a scale from Monster Hunter to Super Hot? Is Super Hot a good start? I guess it probably does, yeah. Anything that kind of just gets you into it straight away is good in my book. Because it's like... You've got to kind of be... You've got to be like... Where am I going? You've got to be... There's my car. You've got to hit that expectation of what the people are playing. Here we go. Now we're in the game. Welcome to the Wasteland. You can use the map menu to locate and track things you can do in the open world. As you explore, more things you can do will be added to the map. Okay, so we've got a map. Right, okay. It's an open world game. I was correct. So these blue things are those arcs, which have just stuff in them. This is a mission, sorry. These are missions. That's like snow, maybe? And there's like a question mark. And I guess we'll go straight to this arc. Okay. And we'll get in the Phoenix. Okay, we're going to third person. Oh yeah, I have to think about cameras a lot at the moment. Whoops! Oh, the handling on this car's a bit bizarre. Alright, here we go. So, got a boost. Oh, right. LB is shoot. Oh, strange. I think Jasaro says, I think Bethesda published games with the same map compass type. It's kind of like they started, like I guess Skyrim was probably the first game to really popularize the sort of compass thing up the top there.
I'm thinking ambush.
Road chokers are trade collection roadblocks have been taken over.
Yep.
Okay.
You should see if you can clear that clog up.
Okay. Oh, I see. They've trapped me in. So I get out the vehicle. I see, and then.
Standby mode initiated.
Why are those explosive barrels not exploding? There's a thing behind me. Okay, hold on. This is like kind of looks like a trailer or something. It's kind of cool. Why did they? There we go. Overdrive. Oops. Where they gone? Hello? Maybe I killed them all. But the music's still like pumping away. I had a gunshot. Oh, there's grenades everywhere. What the hell? There's like 3 grenades. Who's doing that? There's a guy. There we go. So, maybe I shoot that. That's a zip line. What's holding this gate up, do we think? Let's have a look up here. This like pink building is calling out to me. Here we go. Alright. Is this PC with controller or is this PS4? This is PC with an Xbox One controller. So, neither of those things. No, it is that thing. It's a PC. Oh yeah, there's the detective vision thing, isn't there? Of course. But I don't always like to... Okay, I've earned a project point. I don't always like to use the detective vision. It's quite nice to just sort of have an actual look at the environment and stuff. Why are they called projects and not skills? So we can have unlocked overdrive multiplier. Increase the cap for overdrive multiplier to 10 times. Sounds good. I'm into it. And I can also have grenade arc projection. Display a predicted throw arc. That's not right. That's just like a basic gameplay thing. You just turned it off so that I can unlock it. What do you think of the game so far? I've not played enough to make any judgment. I'm not really into the... I mean, it's hard to pay attention to the story on the stream. I don't know, I mean, it's an open world drivey shooty thing. That tyre went flying. I kind of want to go over here because it looks like a fun jump. The shooting feels kind of fun. Who knows what it's going to be like overall. The reviews haven't been that great. I'd say it's maybe better than some, like, I don't know. I've just been playing some really bad open world games lately, like Fallout. No, what's it called? Far Cry New Dawn. Not terrible, that game, just very mediocre. The same with Days Gone. Not terrible, just nothing special. And now this, and it's like I just can't really see myself playing this for very long. I've already played this game like a million times before, when it was called Fallout and when it was called whatever, you know, Mad Max. The depth of field is cool. I don't know how I did that. Hello.
Walker, listen. We're still gonna meet Mayor Lusum, right?
Mayor Lusum. Not sure what this is all about. Let's get a grenade down there. We've got a grenade projection now. I quite like when the camera, like, when you get hit by the explosion, the camera like moves in an interesting way. It kind of looks like you're in a trailer for the game. It's kind of cool. I mean, it does just like good shooting feel. Just yeah, it feels nice to murder people, I guess. And you can't really ask for more than that in life, to be honest. That's embarrassing. I miss those. I'm just like obsessed with shooting explosive barrels in games. I mean, I keep forgetting like I've got like overdrive, but I don't really need it. Yes, how do I get in? Focus.
Security scanning complete. Welcome to ARC 416A.
What? Sorry. Put your hand in weird hole. Considering Rage 1's biggest problem was the unnecessary open world, it's weird they decided to make the sequel needed more open world. I've got a new power up.
That unleashes a powerful kinetic force capable of stripping armor and displacing enemies.
Baboon Libido says, did anyone here play the first Rage and enjoy it, or was it just me? I kind of liked it. I thought it was alright. Hold LB and press X to lunge forward and unleash a powerful kinetic shatter that damages armor and displaces enemies and objects. So, hold LB and... Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought it was something else. Okay, so we kind of got like superpowers, I guess. Like, we're Iron Man now.
Shatter to strip the target's armor.
Strip the target. Cool.
You have
Kind of fun.
successfully completed your shadow.
I feel like if they add loads of like stuff like this and I'm kind of super badass and powerful, that could be kind of fun. This is like making the game a bit more interesting than just driving around and shooting people. Like I've got superpowers. That's kind of cool. It's very Doomy. It's like Doom and Wolfenstein and like Fallout. You know, it's like a weird mix of lots of different games. My leg's starting to fall asleep. Ugh. Upgrades. Abilities and weapons in Ark can be upgraded. Sorry, I have to read this properly. Abilities and weapons found in Arks can be upgraded. To upgrade your abilities and weapons, you can find nanotrite boosters and weapon core mods in Ark chests and shops. You can use these upgrade items in the menu. So we've got what? We've got like a skill tree, but we also have weapons that we can upgrade, and we have nanotrites that we can upgrade, and we have inventory items that we can upgrade. There's too many upgrades. There's a lot of upgrades. Someone asks, who's producing dollars after the apocalypse? That's an interesting thing. Right, so we got a shatter. Right. God, there's so many currencies and things. I just unlock. I've only got 39 felching points or whatever.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty jealous right now, so keep a lid on it, will
I
you?
just missed those guys completely.
A new human beginning, Ranger Walker.
So what's the deal with the boomerang thing? Like, I don't quite understand what it does. Boom! Nice! Get rid of the shields, that was cool. Kinda need to slash that guy's face off. Yeah, the boomerang's kind of cool, but it doesn't work very great. Should use my overdrive more. Should have used it then, to be honest. Pyong. Okay. Right. Back in the car. And off to... So that's tick done. Tick done. What was that? Oh, it was a high road block. Let's go check out this... No, let's go to another arc. And away we go. The wing stick is supposed to be aimed at the target and locked on. It can be upgraded to later be far more useful. I feel like this game is going to be one of those ones where it's like you got to unlock a whole bunch of stuff before it's like actually cool. And that's a bit of a shame, but I guess it gives you something to work towards. This car feels like I'm driving on like nothing. I'm just like on ice. It's just going along like so smooth. It's kind of weird. I just don't feel the texture. Ping! Everything I hit just goes flying. Ping! I don't feel like the texture of the road at all. Don't know why I'm being so negative. What's your opinion on Prey, the new one? It's real good, love it. Oops. Immersive Sims. I kind of need to do a video at some point that's like, hey, remember I said like immersive Sims were going to come back, and they kind of came back a little bit, but then like went away again. Like I feel like I need to do an update on that. Colours are quite nice in this game. I don't know why it was with like pink as being like the new thing. Enter region, broken tract, broken digestive tract. Just murder all those people. Why not? Don't even know who they are. Right. Let's like scope this place out a little bit. I feel like it's a bit like Far Cry camps, you know. What's the? How do I? I thought. Right. What? How do I?
If it's untampered with, it might
Ooh.
There's some gear inside. You should really check it out.
Okay. Kind of got this thing out.
I'm eyeballing one sketchy looking place.
Yeah, things ain't vital in space no more. Go in prepared, Walker.
Right, kill that guy. So you get the boomerang back if it does that. That guy's my friend, I suppose. Let's throw a grenade all the way over there. Overdrive. I remembered. That's my guy. Who's my friend and who's not? Like, they've got a yellow on them. Are you bad? You've got yellow. What does that mean? Well, you're dying. So, I don't care. Try to Iron Man you. I might not supposed to be killing these people. Not quite sure. I'm in a bush. What do you think? Should I have killed those people? I'm not sure. Like, what does yellow mean? Does anybody know? Someone just said kill them all and let God sort them out. I suppose so. That's a drone. I mean, the only reason I don't want to kill them is because they were yellow. And that doesn't seem like a very dangerous colour. But I could be wrong. Click. Have I killed everyone, do you think? Someone's still shooting me. Oh, you can do like a slide. That's kind of cool. Hello. All nearby hostiles have been pacified. Sweet. I missed the super chat. Hold on. Scroll. Lazy Rock says, do you also think that Borderlands 3 will sell more on console than on PC until Borderlands 3 will be released on Steam 4 months later? I mean, I don't know what the deal is like with Epic stuff. Are people interested in Epic Store? Are people going to wait? Oh, someone said yellow might mean they have armor on. Personally, I mean, I like I'm all for competition in the marketplace and all that sort of stuff, but I kind of just like having everything on Steam, and it's just like make life easy for myself. But yeah, when you take lethal damage, defibrillation will attempt to revive you. When defibrillation is active, press the corresponding prompts. This is in Rage 1. When you die, you get like a QTE. Yeah, this is exactly like Rage 1. Weird. Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. It's like Elite Beat Agents or something. Hold on 1 second. Defibrillation. 2, 1. Why? Boom, boom. There we go. Gillaham says, hi, could you say hi Brazil for the Bolsonaro? No, apparently I can't. I messed it up. No. Okay, cool. So it's kind of like you just gotta like play through the game a lot to just get all of the powers that you had at the beginning of Rage 1, I suppose. I've gone white again. I don't know what it is with the stream. Like halfway through the stream I just go a bit white. What if I sit back here a little bit? I don't know. Anyway, $189. Hooray. Omri says, wait, this is just the basic revival mechanic. This is still the opening tutorial. They just stuck some filler in the middle. I mean, I'm still very much in the tutorial, it seems. It's a bit strange. It's just like Let's make a game, and then we'll just like give you little bits of it over time. So you can hold LB to find undiscovered arcs. So it's a bit like Breath of the Wild. Oh, hold on. You know, we've got shrines, kind of. I wonder if they took inspiration from Breath of the Wild in any way, shape, or form. So you're saying that yellow means they've got armor on, and so I should then use like my armor stripping ability. I haven't got it. It's still charging. Let's test that. So hold on. So I go. I take his armor off. Didn't really do much. I think that's close enough. Yeah, I mean he does go red. Oh, he's invisible. Okay. Henry Ambrose says this game seems like it would be an awesome sandbox, but it just holds back all the weapons and powers for ages for no good reason. This isn't my car, is it? No, that's my car. Yeah, a bit strange. Oh, can I like repair it?
I'm checking into the clinic.
Yeah.
Wait for me.
They have armor, but there's no reason why they're yellow. They're just a bandit group called the Shrouded. I see. Okay, so it's a faction thing. Got it. I'm playing this game for like quite a bit now, so I'll do a little bit more, and then I'll call it a night. What's your favourite game set in the post-apocalypse? The physics is so weird in this game. I mean, like things. What's going on? Is everything in low gravity? Favorite post-apocalyptic game? I really like the Dead Rising 1 and 2. They're fun. Are they post-apocalyptic? I don't know. I mean, Fallout 3 is really fun, and New Vegas even more so. There's a race. We're in a race. What the hell? We just started a race. Off we go. I mean, there's like bad guys in the race. We've got to remember the boost. Woof. Oh, what the hell? Up here. I mean, when did this race come from? I guess we're in a race. Sometimes get asked questions like, will you make a video on this game or that game? The answer is, maybe one day. I don't know, it's just like, I won the race. Won the race. I won the race. I mean, like, so some of the questions like, Monster Hunter World, couldn't get into that. Shakira, I just can't be asked for Sekiro. So, like, I don't know. I feel like I've gone past the point of wanting to like beat my head against a wall for ages, while I, you know, die to the same boss 20 times in a row. Like, I just can't really be bothered anymore. Is that bad? I might get back into that at some point, but I feel like it's almost a bit of a fad, you know, Dark Souls and stuff. You're just like, that's cool, and you're like, actually, you know what? It's kind of better if, like, I love in Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Sekiro, I love exploring the world, not having the map, like finding my own way around, the mysteries, the surprise. I just don't really need like the super high difficulty bosses. And I like how in Dark Souls you can kind of like skip a lot of them with summons, whereas in Sekiro you can't. So. Just gonna mow these people down. Why did I get out of my car? This is great. It's got like auto aim. Cool. So what is this? Let's go kill that guy. Yeah, it kind of feels a little bit like Doom. It also kind of reminds me of Titanfall 2 actually, in terms of just how it feels to move the vehicle, the guy. Oh. gotta shoot the explosive barrels. Got no wings, hawks. Do you think we could do this? I was gonna like force push the explosive barrel. I kind of had to. Okay. A bit like a shotgun, really. Just walk up to people, stick under their chin, and just blast them into the next dimension. Here's a very pink storage. Oh, blimey. Storage container opened. You know, it's kind of doomy in that you just like punch the storage container to bits. So what's this pink stuff here? Like you can climb up here. Embedded Fortnite. Up we go. Do you think quality over quantity is the best way to make a game? Oh yeah, obviously, absolutely. I'd much rather play a good 5-hour game than a bad 50-hour game, right? Like that's just easy.
Systems activating.
So sorry, where am I? Oh, I'm at the Ark. I just gotta find it.
Standby mode initiated.
Let me use my Ark finding thing. Not really doing it for me. It's over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I thought Rage 1 actually had quite good, like, linear level design. Sorry, I just read someone's comment. Metroid Prime 2 echoes boss keys when? Probably June, I'd say. Yeah, good, like, linear first-person shooter level design, but with. And you could have that in these arcs, right? You know, open world, but then you go into the arc, and then it's like a first-person shooter, just like, you know, classic style. But yeah. Can a good 5-hour game be extended into something more than that? Thinking like Darkest Dungeon's relatively simple loop. You don't want to like take something amazing and then just like stretch it out, right? You start to lose. Press A in the air to do grab jump and give yourself an extra boost of air time. Oh, we got a double jump now. So that's very Doom 2016. It does feel a lot like that game, actually. I mean, obviously they're made by the same company in some way or another. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a game, like just like do what's good about a game, then like bow out. Like you don't need a game to last forever. Yeah, so Roman in the chat says, I think these arcs could be pretty cool if they taught you the skill and then gave you an actual space to apply it in creative ways. I think what you kind of mean is like a Zelda dungeon, right? Like, so you'd go into the arc, you'd get the double jump, and then, you know, you're going to go through a bunch of like gauntlets and puzzles and platforming bits and stuff with it, instead of just like go over these 3 boxes. Okay, you do it. It's like they're literally just tutorials, and it's like I'm like 1 hour into the game and I'm sensing this intensely obvious pattern of you go into an arc, you do a tutorial, you come back out, there's bad guys. It's getting a little bit repetitive already. How bizarre. I just don't think, like, open world games are like really hard to make, but everyone's just like, I can do that. It's like, no, it's like a really difficult skill. Like, don't just assume you can do it because you're going to make a pooey game. Like, you're just going to make the same thing everyone else is making. I haven't got any grenades. I want grenades. So it's like, if you can't make like like the next best ever open world game, like you can't make the next Breath of the Wild or the next I can't think what's like a good open world game, then like just don't bother. Like, make a linear game. Like, they're easier to make and you can like focus more on them. Only make an open world game if like Metal Gear Solid 5, that if you want, like, that's a good open world game if you can actually make a really good one. I'm not quite sure what all this stuff means.
Systems fully restored.
Okay, let's do a mission. Hope it doesn't take too long, and then go. Can't shoot this guy. How bizarre. Favorite game? Someone, Film Fanatic asks, favorite games of 2019 so far. My favorite game so far has been Slay the Spire, to be honest. I really got into that, really enjoyed it. Which is a deck building roguelike game, indie game. Would be really good on mobile. I know it's coming to Switch soonish, and then I think like iOS and Android after that. It'd be a great game to play on mobile. Really love Baba Is You, which is this puzzle game I was talking about earlier. Like, you change the rules. Enjoyed Resident Evil 2 remake a fair bit. Thought it was pretty sweet. Other than that, nothing's really tickling my pickle that much, to be honest. Yes, I talked a little bit earlier about Heaven's Vault. It's this archaeology game where you're kind of deciphering an ancient language with like.
Good luck out there.
It's made by Inkle, who made 80 Days. It's kind of cool. It's got good potential, good idea. I don't think it quite sticks landing. I'm finding a little bit like it's not. It's like one of those games you're like, oh man, a game about like deciphering an ancient language. That's so cool, and like you guess what the words are, and then you go into find like another inscription, and you cross-reference, and like it's totally up my alley, right? You know, I love things like Obra Dinn and stuff, but this doesn't quite. Heaven's Vault doesn't quite
Where do I find him?
do it in the same way. I just don't know why my face is so white. Like, the light is coming from a Mac, which has got like an orange background, so it should be more orange. It's a little bit better. It's better when I sit back further. I think it's just the light and stuff.
Whatever that false
Wow.
little greed about tells you, don't try the slime goggle chimichanga. Unless you want
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the thing. Right, anyway. Trade towns. Okay, this is like a bit more like Rage 1. We're in a town. There's a guy. He's called Schoolboy Sweep. Dead mutant, good mutant. Staset Slingblade. Koji Crucifix. Everyone's got like the dumbest name in the world. Zam Wilco.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm Zam Wilco.
Yeah, so Roman says No Man's Sky's got like a basic form of deciphering ancient language. Again, that's also didn't quite work. I played this game called Sethian once, which is like decoding an ancient language thing. It's like black and white and very, very complicated. Man, I just like can't be into like this stuff, you know. I'll buy some wing sticks. I don't know. Got any grenades? Yeah. All right. Okay, I want a mission. So this is kind of cool. It's a bit more like a towny bit. What the heck is that? Crazy. Just following this waypoint, this objective marker. This is kind of reminds me of Rage 1. Right. Let's skip. Enter the sewers. So we're in a mission now. We're in a main mission. I shouldn't have skipped that. I don't know where I'm going. Over here. Town's kind of cool. I mean, I haven't really got time to like explore it fully. But it looks kind of cool. I guess I need to go around. Here we go. Here we go. Excuse me. Here we go.
Marshall sent you, huh? Third one this week. Let's hope you got something they didn't.
Cheers. I've got special powers, basically. The FOV's kind of low. I just got up whatever the default was. You can put it up a bit if you want.
We hooked it up to a turbine generator. Makes us completely independent.
I'll be there in a bit.
As in,
I'm talking to
power supply. We don't have to buy no
someone
tried
on.
greedy traders
fixing the market, playing dirty. Mother Nature provides.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
stop playing now. Sorry, I know I'm in the middle of a mission, but I've got to go because it's getting a bit late. So, let me just answer a few questions while this lift goes down very slowly. What's your favourite old school arcade game? Asks Daryl Talks Games. My favourite old school arcade game is probably, Pac-Man's
Just making sure,
a
Marshall.
classic. Very clever design, very fun. I suppose, like, I know Tetris doesn't really count because it's like more of a Game Boy thing, but it kind of fits that era. Not sold on this game, says 2020-03. Yeah. I mean, it feels like there's some good stuff in this game. Like the shooting feels cool. The powers could be fun. Like I started the game where I'm just walking around with a gun. Now I can double jump. I can do force pushing. I can do like sliding and stuff. I feel like it could be fun, but it just everything around it is just kind of dull, right? Have you played any of the Yakuza series? Yes, I have played all of the Yakuza games except 0, which I'm currently playing. What difficulty am I playing on? I think it's just normal. Yeah, it's just whatever default is. Have you had time to do more game dev? Asks Blackthorn Prod. A little tiny bit. I'll be talking about that at some point in the future. And how would you feel about making a designing for disability on video on dissociative disorders? I'm not really sure what that is, to be honest. I'll have to look into it. I'm going to do another designing for disability sort of follow-up thing at some point. I feel like it's time to do a little bit more of that. Right, I've really got to go now. So thanks so much for watching. It's been a blast. It's been an hour. I'm trying to do like 1 hour a week streaming. I couldn't do it last week as I was in Sweden. But just do 1 hour a week, play something new, play something different, play some, Nier Automata, play some Killer 7, play some Hitman 2 for 71 hours. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on... When are you going to do the white balance? I don't know. I will see you in...